political influence sport will withstand, and if the countries with greater political influence will therefore be treated differently from other countries.
France's veteran hard-right figurehead Marine Le Pen faces a crucial court ruling on her political future as she awaits the verdict from her appeal trial on Tuesday. The populist leader has been appealing against her 2025 guilty verdict for the misuse of EU funds. Last year, she was banned from running for public office for 5 years, and if the appeals court upholds the ruling, she will not be able to run in next year's presidential election. If that happens, the 30-year-old National Rally Party president, Jordan Bardella, will stand in her place. Their party is on course to win the 2027 presidential election, according to the latest polls. Marine Le Pen has one more legal avenue open to her if she's found guilty, going to France's highest court. But if the court on Tuesday upholds her sentence, she's signalled she's ready to end her legal challenges. That's the latest feature story news. This is Ross Cullen in Paris reporting.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy, Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports, and welcome to a Tuesday, the 7th day of July for 2026. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to get your day started the right way. All of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. The Nebraska football team has picked up a 5'11" wide receiver who was originally committed to Penn State. We'll talk about that here this morning. 3 former Huskers were in action yesterday in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Meanwhile, 4 former Nebraska men's basketball players are set to take part in the 2026 NBA League in Las Vegas. Hastings Sodbusters hammered out 13 base hits last night. They beat the Grand Island Fighting Cranes 11-2 up at Ryder Park in Grand Island. Got some Legion baseball coming up tonight involving Hastings 5 Points Bank and Hastings Runza. And the World Cup continued yesterday. Spain picking up a win and Belgium defeating the United States to oust the Americans. So a lot of talk about the World Cup coming up this morning as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios. Good morning, my man.
Good morning. Haven't even had the chance to sip the coffee yet this morning, so indulge me while we sit at the breakfast table for just 1 second for a first sip.
A quick little sip.
And now we're okay. Yep. We're ready to roll started here this morning. Carpe Diem, seize the day. Do exactly what the U.S. did not do yesterday, and that's show up and go to work. We didn't grab the lunch pail. We didn't respond. We got punched in the face and then laid down. And then laid down and played not to lose. Ryan Martin chiming in on the YouTube channel already with his comments from the game last night. Had a chance to not only see Ryan, but serve Ryan as well at First Street Brewing. Said great turnout for the watch party. It was. We were jam-packed. Bad turnout by the USA. It was. We sucked. Played not to lose. And it sucks because you have all that momentum and all that fun, and everyone's all of a sudden, hey, what's this? USA. We're playing to do something we haven't done in a while. Let's grab friends. Let's grab family. Oh, the brewery's going to open up just for the game. Let's go there. And it was, jam-packed asses to elbows last night. Absolutely fun atmosphere, and then we kicked off, and then Belgium scored, and then things went bad to worse in the back four. Then the goalie, I don't know. Still, I've replayed this 3 or 4 times. I don't know what you're doing in that situation. Basically, whiffs on the ball. The clearance goes about 2 feet, and it's an empty netter essentially for Belgium. And that was a 3-1 at that point, and then they hit the 4th one just to pour a little salt on the wound. what I tell you yesterday, Belgium was already hard enough, and then you had the controversy that played into it. That just pissed them off. And they played like it. Belgium played like the better squad. USA played like they probably shouldn't have been distracted with this tiny little minute detail with 13 other guys waiting on the bench that could have stepped up. Instead, we decided to play the victim from a round of 32 game, and we played the victim all week long and complained in the press all week long. Maybe during that time we were complaining about this red card, maybe we should have been preparing tactically for one of the best squads, the fourth best squad in the international game. I don't know. It would have made sense to me to at least prepare a little bit. The back four, that entire back four can go to the end of the bench and quite frankly off the squad. The goalkeeper, we're probably done with him. I'm just...
Wow.
We can't continue to get to this stage and then lay flat on our face. We did it in Qatar against the Netherlands. We did it now against Belgium. I mean, obviously, again, on the international scene, these squads are so much better than the U.S., but why? Why? It's been 30 years since we've been to the quarterfinals. You think in that time, the greatest nation on earth could, with more than enough athletes to pick from, could field a soccer squad that could go up with the likes of Belgium, or at least be competitive. 4-1 is not competitive. We got embarrassed again on the global scene. It's just mind-boggling. And then to make all that scene, to make all that fuss, to have Daddy calling a favor for you and scratch some guy's ass just to get his favorite player back on the team. To go through all that and then lay a 4-1 egg? Come on. Come on.
Fourth time in the past 5 World Cups that the Americans have exited at this stage. The only exception was in 2018 when they did not qualify. Belgium also sent the United States home from the 2014 World Cup. So we lose last night 4-1 of Belgium. It's over for the Americans in the World Cup. Today, Argentina will play Egypt at 11 o'clock this morning, followed by Switzerland against Colombia at 3 this afternoon. So
my plea, and this is probably pie in the sky thinking here, and I understand that. My plea to the people that came on board and at least decided to give soccer a go last night. Might not be their favorite thing in the world, might not be their favorite sport, might not be their cup of tea, as they say across the pond. Don't give up on this World Cup yet. Even today, with Argentina and Egypt, you have two of the world's greatest players going at it against each other. The amount of greatness that we have seen this late in the tournament has been outstanding. Unfortunately for, one of the greats, Cristiano Ronaldo, his day fell against Spain yesterday, as you mentioned, 1-0. Actually had a chance to head it in stoppage time to maybe take that extra time. So Cristiano Ronaldo is done. But today you have Egypt with Mo Salah, you have Argentina with Messi, and these are two colossal titans of the game going head to head. You still have Norway with Eric Holland, you still have France with Kylian Mbappe, that has advanced. So there's plenty of great who's who, Hall of Famers, if you want to put it in the American context, legends of the game that are squaring off this late. So don't give up on the World Cup just because the USA lost. And I know that's a hard ask. I know we have no more rooting interests. Find something, find some country, find some reason, some player that you enjoy watching and continue to watch this World Cup, because this is going to go down as one of the greatest World Cups of all time. Period. Even though the U.S. is out.
All right, that is probably a hard ask. Fox TV, probably on your side too. You got to find something to cheer for. We still got a long way to go in the World Cup. So who's the favorite now? We've had a couple of big countries knocked out here in the first couple of stages. Who's the favorite now?
Man, that's a loaded question. I would have thought, and told you yesterday that it would have been Brazil, but then Brazil got knocked out by England, or Brazil gets knocked out by Norway, excuse me. And so, you could make a case for England. You could make a case for Argentina. You could make a case for France. You could make a case for Norway. The actual Vegas favorite currently is Vive la France, Argentina, Spain, England, Norway. But it goes significantly down. Like, the top four is France, Argentina, Spain, England, and then it goes 17-1, 25-1, 28-1.
All right, so if you're looking to jump on the favorites, France.
Vive la France and Kylian Mbappe. Remember the name.
Hop on France if you're looking to jump on the favorite for the World Cup. Now the United States is out.
Here's the thing. Like, again, this is like playing a old school 1994 game of NBA Jam Tournament Edition where every single team has a star player. And my old millennial friends will get the reference. And I know you might be scratching your head with that one. But France, Kylian Mbappe. Argentina, Messi. England, Harry Kane. Norway, Eric Holland. Egypt, Mo Salah. Like, 6 of the 8 teams have immediate names that I can recognize. Spain with Bruno Fernandes. So there's 7 of the 8. Morocco, sorry, I don't know. But 7 of the 8, like, there's legendary players that are in this World Cup right now. It's exciting stuff, even though we're out. Let's say Ryan Martin says, our goal didn't even go off our player. It was deflected by a Belgian player. Belgium essentially scored all 5 goals.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you have your nights like that. Unfortunately, it was the United States last night against Belgium, 4-1. Again, the final score. So we are out. If you'd like to chime in, maybe on the World Cup, maybe you watched it last night, have some differing thoughts of what Tyson just mentioned, give us a call, 402-834-1330, 402-834-1330. That's the Hamilton Telecommunications fan line. If you'd like to leave us a message on our social media sites, we're monitoring those comments as well. Like we said, Ryan Martin has already chimed in. Give us your thoughts on the World Cup from last night. The United States falling to Belgium last night. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Tuesday. A couple of the notes I'll get to. Some news and notes around the world. Former Detroit Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold, who is facing legal issues in Florida, cleared waivers yesterday and has become a free agent. He was released by the Lions last week after he was arrested on felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. He's expected to visit several NFL teams that have expressed an interest in signing him. Arnold was released from custody last Tuesday after he posted bond, which had been set at $1 million. He was also ordered confined to his residence in Tallahassee, Florida, except when he would be playing, training, or traveling with an NFL team or making court-related appearances or legal appointments. And he's forced to surrender his passport within 48 hours. So Terrion Arnold in some legal problems, obviously, and now he's a free agent, and he expects to visit several, what he calls several NFL teams that have expressed an interest in signing him. There's not a team around that is gonna sign him. What's he smoking? He's released on $1 million bond. Mm-hmm. He's up on charges of robbery and kidnapping. He's got a year's full of court battles, and he expects to go out and sign as a free agent with one of several NFL teams that reportedly are expressing interest in him. Not a snowball's chance in hell that he gets on an NFL roster this year.
I hope not, because that shit kind of pisses me off when the justice system plays favors for the NFL players. Like, You're on house arrest. I mean, you really should be in jail, but you posted $1 million bond. You're on house arrest, but you still get to play football. You still get to go out and make your money. You still get to go. No,
it's not going to happen.
No.
He can smoke all he wants. He's not going to get on an NFL roster this year. Terry and Arnold. The Sacramento Kings have waived DeMar DeRozan. He turns 37.
Jesus.
In August, but he continues to be a reliable scorer in the NBA. In his 17th NBA season, he averaged 18.4 points on nearly 50% shooting for the Kings. He also appeared in all but 5 games this year for Sacramento, continuing a career-long trend of availability. He has appeared in at least 70 games in each of the past 5 seasons. He's made 3 All-NBA teams during his career. He's in the top 25 all-time in career scoring and had 12 straight seasons of averaging at least 20 points per game. Again, he's in his 17th NBA season. He just finished his 17th NBA season, averaging 18.4 points per game. Sacramento Kings cutting ties with him. So he becomes a free agent in the NBA.
There you go. Go to Lakers since LeBron doesn't want to play there anymore?
Who knows? Who knows what's going on?
I don't know. It just like you get these old guys and you're talking about their career stats and how they're still producing at like 37. My knees hurt like as you're talking about those stats.
So is my back. I can't
right?
even imagine. Can't even imagine some of these guys that are still playing. Like we mentioned, LeBron at 42, I think he is.
Like I sneezed the other day and I thought I cracked a rib, and these guys are crashing the boards.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no doubts. A couple of things in Major League Baseball overnight. The Philadelphia Phillies ace, Christopher Sanchez, summed up one of his worst outings of his career with one word last night.
Shit.
Pretty close. Crap. He said crap.
Oh, man.
You said shit. He said crap. Sanchez could have used much stronger language after giving up a career worst 9 earned runs in just 3 1/3 innings as the Philadelphia Phillies lost to the Kansas City Royals 15-1 last night.
That wasn't even like they're sluggers.
The Royals are not what you might call on a red-hot streak right now. They're dead-ass last in their division. They beat Philadelphia 15-1 last night. Christopher Sanchez giving up a career-worst 9 earned runs in just 3 1/3 innings. Hopefully he was not on your fantasy roster last night.
4 home runs, Salvi Perez, Luke Maile, Lane Thomas, Tyler Tolbert. 3 of those things doesn't look like the where did they find power? Luke, Lane, and Tyler? That might have been their first, second, and third home runs of the season. It's not a typically the power part of the lineup. So, 4 long balls, 15-1 final score. Hoofta.
City Royals flexing their muscles, the muscles that they have.
Hope you bet the overs.
15-1 Royals winning last night. Then also in Major League Baseball from last night, Max Kepler homered to lead the Arizona Diamondbacks to an 8-0 win over the San Diego Padres. That's his first home run since returning from an 80-game suspension for testing positive for a performance-enhancing drug. It was his 180th career home run, but he comes off of the suspension list. Not a dinger. Last night's Arizona Diamondbacks 8-0 win.
So
the San Diego Padres.
The great moments in baseball commentary. This one will go down in my personal book. It doesn't make a ripple on like the greatest calls of all time. But last night's Arizona game, Kepler came up about a foot short of a home run. To which the Diamondbacks color commentator, and I give him full credit, goes, 86 games ago, that might have been a home run.
Oh, jeez.
And I lost it. It was subtle. It wasn't like, he threw him under the bus. It was subtle. It was beautiful, and I laughed my ass off. So the fact that he's back in the headlines after hitting a dinger today says...
Most of the fans, that probably went right over most of the fans.
100%. Yep, it was just in there for a little bit of salt.
Yeah.
He felt justified after saying it. The fans didn't know the ladder. Yep, the fans didn't know the ladder, and the game went on. But internally, he's like, that's the best win ever.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call, just right off the cuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Elsewhere, Nebraska football team has picked up a 5'11" wide receiver who was originally committed to Penn State. Khalil Taylor committed to the Nittany Lions in March of 2025, but he pulled his pledge last October, days before the school fired former head coach James Franklin. Taylor is a 4-star recruit and the number 15 wide receiver in the class of 2027. According to ESPN, he caught 33 passes for 571 yards and 16 touchdowns last year. If Taylor signs with Nebraska later this year, it would be the highest-ranked wide receiver addition since 2011. I saw this morning with his addition in the 2027 class, Nebraska off to its best recruiting class in over 20 years. Nebraska currently ranked number 13 in the nation for the 2027 recruiting class, with the addition now of Khalil Taylor, who we're getting from Penn State. So hopefully we can turn some of these guys into stars for us and get things rolling under Matt Rule.
You know me, I don't especially like recruiting. I really don't like the recruiting when we're talking about a year from now. Still high school seniors, haven't even did prom yet. May or may not have already got to second base. Who knows? I don't. You still have a year to play, right? So I don't drown myself in Kool-Aid at this point for 2027 highlights. Good on us for thinking about future us down the road. But that's a whole nother chalkboard and billboard and whiteboard that I don't want to start to have to navigate, because then I'll have webs going everywhere, and that's just going to be gross. Try not to get too wrapped up into it. Whether you're a 5-star, whether you're a 2-star that just passionately wants to be here, I would take the 2-star that has heart over the 5-star with a good 40 time. That said, it's still nice to have. You can get him amped up, get him ready to be a Husker, but it's all about the development. And thus far, the amount of development that we have done for the amount of stars that we have brought in does not compute. And I think that's the frustrating thing. We get all excited. We drink all the hype for all these kids that come in, and then we have a disastrous season. Again, we had the second coming of Christ basically come in with Broyola, and everybody and his dog thought he was going to be the greatest quarterback of all time, and barely goes down as a whisper of the top quarterbacks to ever lace up the cleats for Nebraska. So don't get me too hyped up. I'm not going on your hype train.
Yeah, we're still a year away. He's already switched his commitment once from Penn State, and now he's committed to Nebraska. We'll see if he signs later on this year. Shane is already chiming in with 6-6. Oh, here we go again.
Maybe
6-6. Hell, that'd be.
I think
a
bowl game is optimistic this year. That's an optimistic request.
We're sitting at. He's got to sit at 6-6 here in the beginning of July.
Vegas is throwing it at 5-7, so take your pick. Shane's going overs.
I see, and I don't know how I stumbled across this, but somebody has already played out the first game.
Of course they have.
On EA Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska and Ohio. 45-20.
That ain't going to cover the spread.
45-20.
25-point spread.
Is the point spread out for the game yet? I don't know.
Oh, God, no.
It could be. It could be.
Who would have Nebraska-Ohio spread already? No. I'm going to look it up and do the human decency of a Google search, but there's no way it's ready to go.
Yeah, during the news break, you can maybe look that up.
I'm already...
EA Sports, some guy played
45-20.
45-20. Nebraska would beat Ohio.
FanDuel Sportsbook is pulling up. Hang on.
That's on September 5th. By the way, the Huskers opening up the season in September
Holy
5th.
shit, there's a spread.
I told you their spreads will be
All right, what
now.
did we say it was? 45-20, so that was a 25-point victory.
Yep.
Nebraska currently, this is wild. I've never seen a spread in July. Currently a 23.5-point favorite.
Are you kidding me?
So that's pretty much dead on.
On EA Sports.
25-point game on EA Sports, a 23.5-point spread on the FanDuel Sportsbook.
God, that's amazing.
Dude.
Is that what the guys do in Vegas? They just sit down and play video games on EA
Probably.
Sports? And
Probably.
Set these spreads?
It's in the game, man. It's the most realistic thing you've ever seen in your life.
Maybe that's what they do. I always wanted to do that. I think I've told you that before I totally get out of this business. I would like to maybe work in the back rooms of a sports book sometime and learn how.
With your record?
Well, I wouldn't be predicting. I just want to learn how they set spreads. Because how they get these spreads so close all the time. Within a half a point.
Oh.
I like to learn because I'm a stat guy.
You are a numbers nerd.
Yeah, I'm a numbers nerd. And I'd like to see what numbers they crunch to come up with spreads like that.
Can that be your next T-shirt? Instead of run the damn ball T-shirt, let's get you a numbers nerd T-shirt.
God, I gotta get my shirt back out of the closet.
Numbers nerd.
I could get one made. Numbers nerd.
I like that.
Yeah, but that's something that everybody would question me about if I wore that all the time.
Oh, it's just like my 6 + 4 + 3 = 2 shirt.
What is that?
Mike will.
6 + 4.
Mm-hmm. +3.
+3.
Get out your baseball scorebook.
6 + 4.
+3 = 2.
Double play.
Shortstop, second base, first base, double play.
Yeah,
6, 4, 3 = 2. It's math. It's basic math.
You have a T-shirt
Mm-hmm.
that says that?
It's my favorite shirt I have in the closet.
Why don't you never wear it?
I wore it yesterday to baseball, or 2 days ago to baseball.
You never wear it on the show.
Oh, no, I don't.
You need to get that shirt out, and I'll get my Run the Damn Ball T-shirt out.
I just grab whatever loose jersey I can find, so.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot more to talk about.
Lively conversation this morning.
Sean Eichhorst.
Huh?
He's going to be officially introduced as Wisconsin's athletic director today.
Uh-oh.
I do have a couple of comments from him coming up after our news break today. The most punchable guy. He's on Tyson's most punchable guy list. We'll hear from Sean after the news break coming up here. So
Gonna be sick.
Stay with us. If you'd like to joining in, you can. 402-834-1330. 402-834-1330. That's the Hamilton Telecommunications fan line. If you'd like to leave us a message on our social media sites, we're monitoring those comments as well as you wake up with Mike and Tyson this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports at 7:28.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
A 41-year-old Grand Island man was found with severe head and facial injuries late Sunday night on 3rd Street in downtown Grand Island. Police say it's unclear whether Matthew Bishop was assaulted or struck by a vehicle and are asking anyone who witnessed the incident to come forward. His family posted to Facebook last night that the injuries he suffered are too severe and have begun the process of finding suitable candidates for organ donation. A motorcycle and a passenger vehicle collided Monday afternoon at the entrance to the Kearney Regional Medical Center. Emergency crews responded just before 1 p.m. Officials say the motorcyclist was not wearing a helmet. No information on injuries or the cause of the crash have been released. And a 71-year-old Loop City man has died after his bicycle was struck by a pickup Sunday morning on Highway 92 just outside the city. The victim was airlifted to a Kearney hospital but later died from his injuries. The crash remains under investigation by the Nebraska State Patrol. Coming up on 7:30, we'll spin things back over to the Eastside Studios. Mike, what's going on in sports?
Well, sports today brought to you by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa, America's first 24-hour holistic wellness center. They're located at 208 South Burlington and Hastings, or you can find them in Blue Hill. Again, the Nebraska football team has picked up a 5'11" wide receiver who was originally committed to Penn State. Khalil Taylor committed to the Nittany Lions in March of 2025, but pulled his pledge last October, days before the school fired former head coach James Franklin. Taylor is a 4-star recruit and the number 15 wide receiver in the class of 2027, according to ESPN. He caught 33 passes for 571 yards and 16 touchdowns last year. If Taylor signs with Nebraska later this year, it would be the highest-ranked wide receiver addition since 2011. 3 former Huskers were in action yesterday in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. New Zealand wrapped up the first round with a 4-2 record in Group A with a 129-75 win over Guam. Ty Webster had 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals in 19 minutes of work. Australia won Group A with a perfect 6-0 record after a 92-49 win over the Philippines. Jack McVeigh totaled 3 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals in 22 minutes of action. And Japan lost to Korea 81-79, but clinched the top spot in Group B. Keisei Tominaga saw limited time off of the bench but did not score in 5 minutes of work. 4 former Nebraska men's basketball players are set to take part in the 2026 NBA League in Las Vegas. The players include Reich Mast of the Indiana Pacers, Sam Hoiberg of the Phoenix Suns, Josiah Aulick of the Charlotte Hornets, and Bryce Williams of the Detroit Pistons. It's the second straight summer that Nebraska has had 4 Summer League participants. Each team will play at least 5 games, including 4 preliminary contests from July 9th through the 16th. Semifinals are set for July 18th on Prime Video, while the championship game will air on July 19th on ESPN. Teams not advancing to the semifinals will play a 5th game between July 17th and July 19th. Hastings Sodbusters hammered out 13 base hits last night to beat the Grand Island Fighting Cranes 11-2 at Ryder Park in Grand Island. Luke Larson was the winning pitcher. He went 7 innings and gave up 1 run and 3 hits. Larson struck out 7, walked 3. David Osana had 3 base hits. Hastings is now 11-17 in the season. Same 2 teams will play on Thursday at Duncan Field, beginning at 7. In American Legion baseball action tonight, Hastings 5 Points Bank will play at Lincoln Southeast J.C. Breger beginning at 6:30. Hastings Runza will play a doubleheader against Lexington at Duncan Field. Action will get underway at 5:30. And in the World Cup yesterday, Spain beat Portugal 1-0, and Belgium defeated the United States 4-1. It's the 4th time in the past 5 World Cups that the Americans have exited at this stage. The only exception was in 2018, where they didn't qualify. Belgium also sent the United States home from the 2014 World Cup. Today, Argentina will play Egypt at 11 o'clock this morning, followed by Switzerland against Colombia at 3. That's a chunk into sports headlines coming up on 7:34 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Our summer heat continues on Tuesday with plenty of sunshine, a high around 93 degrees, and southerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 70 degrees. Wednesday, a high of 95. We'll increase clouds throughout the day and have some chances for showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night. Some could be strong to severe large hail damaging winds and main threats, with the better chance to the west of the Tri-Cities. Thursday, 87, 85 Friday, and 80s and 90s the weekend.
Right down in Hastings, we've got south winds at 5, mostly sunny. It is 66 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at Hamilton.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Excellent agents, outstanding results.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they are free to dream, and you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way, American Family Insurance. Give Matthew a call at 308-389-9124 or stop in at 204 North Walnut Street in Grand Island.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
All right, Mike Willensheimer of Veronica's Extreme Sports, and it's Huddle Up for this Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, whether you're listening to us on our website at x-streamsports.com, maybe on your smartphone with our free mobile app, on your smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. Again, we talked in the first half hour of the show, variety of topics. Got on Nebraska football recruiting as we plucked a wide receiver that was originally committed to Penn State, puts us number 13 in the nation now for recruiting for the 2027 class. That prompted some messages on our message board. Shane has chimed in with 6-6. So he looks forward to next season. Russie already chimed in. He says, I think I'd be happy with 6-6. Sad face. So, I don't know. We'll get the season started September 5th against Ohio. EA Sports has already played the game out. 45-20 victory for Nebraska in the season opener. Tyson looked up, 23.5 points is the point spread in Las Vegas. So, Ohio will be the first opponent.
So if we go 6-6, go to a bowl game and lose, our record will be 6-7.
Oh no! Here we go. 6-7.
Our record will be 6-7.
6-7.
That one's for the kids.
Yeah. 6-7. I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep Matty Boy around.
We shall see.
We'll see.
I think it depends on how we lose. Like, if we go out there and we just get hammered every single game,
like we did in the past,
like we've done in the past, then I think the pitchforks are going to be coming out a little bit quicker. The expectations aren't great going into the season. I think that any Husker fan is going to have a little reality with this season, but that does not fit the Matt Rule graph and trajectory of how he builds programs. Like, there shouldn't be a step back, and the fact that many people think this is going to be a step back year and a reload year.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Doesn't have me optimistic. What are you looking forward to this year?
That 3-year statistic that we saw 850,000 times last year.
Yeah.
That the best year of Matt Rule's career is always in the third year after he takes over a program.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't last year.
It wasn't.
We broke the...
We broke the graph.
Yeah. I was just looking at the Nebraska's schedule for the upcoming season. We already mentioned Ohio, Bowling Green, North Dakota.
Yeah.
Our non-conference schedule.
Yeah.
Then we play at Michigan State, home against Maryland, home against Indiana. We play at Oregon.
Yeah, baby.
Then we are at home against Washington. Then we play at Illinois and at Rutgers.
And we do oh so well against Illinois on Friday nights.
Yep, that'll be another Friday night game.
Then, we played so good.
We're at home against Ohio State. Then we play at Iowa on the day after Thanksgiving. So you're saying 6 wins.
I'm not saying that.
A lot of people are saying 6 wins. We're going to count the first 3 in. Ohio, Bowling Green, North
I'm
Dakota.
not saying that.
Oh, you're not even going to say we're going to sweep the first 3? So you can't possibly go 6-6 if you're not going to say we're going to go 3-0 in the first 3.
I am not ready to just Sharpie those in. I'm not. It's going to be a team. I want to see this on the field. We haven't seen this team on the field. I have no idea. This is.
So your early prediction, you're not going to. You're not going with the folks that are saying 6-6 and you're not going with the folks that's saying that we're going to sweep the first three.
We haven't seen any of these guys play.
I don't care. You've seen most of the guys in the team play.
I have no idea what Anthony Calandri is going to look like in real time against real reps, against a real opponent, against a swarming defense like Ohio has. They turn the ball over. That's what Ohio is known for. They find ways to create turnovers, and God, if our offensive line is as good as it was last year and Calandri is scrambling for his life and making bad decisions and throwing picks left and right, we're giving him extra possessions. I'm not ready to Sharpie that as a W yet.
1, 2, 3. Ew, I'm going down the list. I'm trying to figure out who the hell we're going to beat. Who are we going to beat in the Big Ten?
Maryland.
Can we beat Michigan State at Michigan State?
No.
Maryland. We're not going to beat Indiana. Not going to beat Oregon.
I think that we can put a little question mark on Indiana because let's be honest, we haven't seen. Let's be realistic. We haven't seen Indiana. They graduated a hell of a lot.
Yeah, they did.
Now, take that with what you will. I also said last year, let's wait to see for Indiana. I didn't think they could do the same thing that they did 2 years ago. And not only did they do that, they said, hold my beer and watch us win a natty while we're doing it. I don't know if they can recreate that magic. So I'm not ready to say that Indiana is now all of a sudden an elite Big Ten team. They are who they are. They're the defending champs, right?
Yeah.
That's who they are, and that's how they get that designation. But I'm not ready to say that they're one of the elite Big Ten teams.
Question mark.
Is that fair?
All right. We'll see. That's October 10th. We play Indiana.
We got a lot of football before then.
So all right, I'm at 4 wins right now because you're going to put a question mark on Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not going to beat Oregon on the road.
No.
Can we beat Washington at home?
No.
Can we beat Illinois at Illinois on a Friday?
We haven't. We haven't
shown that we can do that.
We haven't shown the ability to, so no.
Can we beat Rutgers?
Oh, sure.
At Rutgers.
Yeah, let's go to New Jersey and beat Rutgers.
Okay, I'm up to 5 wins. Not going to beat Ohio State.
Oh God, no.
And can we beat Iowa at Iowa? Probably.
No.
So I'm at 5 wins. My preliminary
5-7.
5-7.
That's kind of where my head's at going into the season.
That's where Vegas is at too. So
I think I will be ecstatic with a bowl game this year.
5-7. That's not going to get it done.
Does a bowl game keep Matt Rule?
Yeah.
Let's start.
Let's start there.
Let's start there. Does a bowl game keep Matt Rule?
Yep.
I agree. I think if we can salvage a bowl game,
even if it's 6-6,
with the squad that we had coming back, and the way last year ended, if we can find a way to salvage a bowl game with this particular schedule, I think Matt Rule keeps his job.
Yep. Anything
Whether
less
or
than
not
that,
Yep.
pitchforks.
He may get an offer to go somewhere else in the interim, but I think if he stays 6-6, he stays with Nebraska.
All right. 11 years ago today, you know what happened?
We fired somebody?
No.
We hired somebody?
Yep.
Who'd we hire?
Sprinkles.
Jesus.
Mike Riley.
Hip, hip.
Hooray.
Hip, hip.
Hooray. Yeah, we hired Sprinkles 11 years ago today. God, that was a disaster.
What a changing of the guard.
That was a disaster.
You know who caused that disaster?
Sean Eichhorst.
The man that you're about to play some audio from.
Yeah, he's going to be officially introduced as the head coach, not the head coach, but the athletic director for Wisconsin today. Has his first news conference. Anyway, he was making the rounds yesterday, and Sean Eichhorst says he'll bring a lot to the table as the athletic director at Wisconsin.
Well, I'm going to attack it just like I've attacked every day since I've been in college athletics, and that's with positivity and education at the heart of everything we do. And so, things have changed over the 2.5 decades that I've been involved in college athletics. It's always been about change and innovation and creativity. We're in an environment now in college athletics where there's less restrictions than ever. And there's not as much regulation as there once was. And so I think we're just trying to figure out how to operate in that ecosystem in a way that not only serves the universities, these great public and private universities, but more importantly, how the athletics department serves those universities and our young people. I'm really excited. I have been, back in 2010, 2011, when I transitioned to Miami, I was really all about trying to find ways to get more benefits to our student athletes. I always felt like we were too restrictive in those areas. And, at times especially now, we've swung to the other end and we're just trying to find that balance. But if we can come together and work on this together, we'll be fine. So change is inevitable. The great ones adjust. And so I feel really good about the journey that I've been on. I've learned a ton. I've grown a ton. I've been knocked on my ass a few times. But that's what athletics is all about. That's the great thing about athletics. You know how to get up and move forward and be resilient.
One of those times that he was knocked on his ass was when he was at Nebraska. He was the athletic director for the Huskers. And they asked him what he learned during his stint as the AD at Nebraska.
Growth, just having been through transition and being in an iconic place. I love my time there. I'm very respectful of my opportunity there. We worked our butts off. And I think by any measure over that period of time I was there, we had a ton of success when you kind of take a look at what happened before and then what's happened since. But it's just learning. It's growth. It's just like we teach our kids when they go to preschool or grade school or middle school or high school. You learn through adversity and you learn character, integrity, and discipline. All those things we talk about in our programs, you got to look in the mirror. And so that's part of the journey. And resiliency is the key. And, growing up in a small town, Lone Rock, 45 minutes from Madison, farming town, arts town, all that kind of stuff. I've been knocked on my ass plenty of times in my lifetime. And I've always learned more from failure than I have from success. And so, but nobody's going to work harder at it than me. And being connected and build relationships. And, Tausch has been around me a ton. I mean, I'm about people. I love this state. I love this program. And, those are good things to start with. And then if you like being around people and more importantly, coaches, I think, good things can happen. But it's an obvious question. I get it. And, I think we've turned the page and moved on. And our great 8 years at Texas, I think, is more of a resemblance of where we're headed with respect to what I can bring to the table. But I get it. I own it.
There he is. Sean Eichhorst, former Nebraska athletic director, going to be officially introduced as the new AD today at Wisconsin. God, we don't play Wisconsin this year.
No.
We don't play Wisconsin this year.
Kind of wish we did.
So do I. So do I.
Kind of wish we did. I know what Eichhorst does to football programs, so.
I'd like to play Wisconsin at home. Make him come back to Lincoln.
Oh, hell, let's go on the road. Let's go on the road and.
Well, he's in his friendly confines there at Wisconsin.
We can still beat it would mean more if we go to Camp Randall and beat the brakes off of them.
Not with this year's team.
I don't know. So here's going to be the natural progression. And I as a disclaimer, I want to make everybody on this show very clear on how the natural progression of being a Husker fan works. And most of us know the rules. Most of us know the rules, right? We start off in mid-July, and our optimism is pretty low because last year sucked, right? We know this. And so we're going to come in, we're going to feel a little bit low. We don't know a whole lot about the team. They've been going under the radar. Basketball was good. Baseball was good. Softball was good. We didn't talk about them. So right now, Your baseline's 5-7, maybe 4-8 if you're a real pessimist and real down in the dirt. But here's what's going to happen.
Then things start to turn.
A couple more weeks down the road, we're going to get a little bit closer. We
start hearing from Matt Rule and all the coaches.
Two-a-days start. Next thing you know, coaches hit the microphone.
Yep.
All of a sudden, we've got some footage to look at. We have some coach speak to run through walls for. That 5-7 all of a sudden becomes more like a 6-6, possibly a 7-5.
Yep.
Football weather hits, right?
Yep.
Arm hair goes up a little bit. We start getting amped up. You open up that fridge. You know that Roulade is going to hurt your gut. That has hurt your gut so many times in the past. You know how bad that is for you. And you're going to take your biggest glass you can find, and you're going to fill her up all the way up to the top, and you're going to get drunk off that shit. And then it's 10 wins, then it's playoffs, then it's natty time. It's the natural progression of being a Husker fan. Mark my words, friends.
I'm with you.
It'll happen again.
It'll happen. I'll just make a little note here. On this date,
asterisk,
on July 7th,
we were realists.
I said that Nebraska probably would be 5-7 this year.
Yep.
A month from now, after I drink a little Roulade.
8-7-26. Let's reevaluate.
Yeah. Yeah. A month from now, let's see if my record is still at 5-7. I'm one of those guys.
Yep. Same. I know.
There's about 95% of Husker fans that are in the same boat that you just mentioned.
We go through the same cycle year after year.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. We'll make a note of August 7th. We'll talk about this again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Waking Up with Mike and Tyson, 7:55 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
A 41-year-old Grand Island man was found with severe head and facial injuries late Sunday night on 3rd Street in downtown GI. Police say it's unclear whether Matthew Bishop was assaulted or struck by a vehicle and are asking anyone who witnessed the incident to come forward. His family posted to Facebook last night that the injuries he suffered are too severe and have begun the process of finding suitable candidates for organ donation. Meanwhile, a motorcycle and a passenger vehicle collided yesterday afternoon at the entrance to the Kearney Regional Medical Center. Emergency crews responded just before 1 p.m. Officials say the motorcyclist was not wearing a helmet. No information on injuries or the cause of the crash have yet been released. 71-year-old Loop City man has died after his bicycle was struck by a pickup Sunday morning on Highway 92 just outside the city. The victim was airlifted to a Kearney hospital but later died from his injuries. The crash remains under investigation by the Nebraska State Patrol. 7:56. We'll head over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going on in sports?
Well, sports today brought to you by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa of Hastings and Blue Hill. You can check them out at bamboospa.website or on Facebook. Hastings Sodbusters hammered down 13 base hits last night. They beat the Grand Island Fighting Cranes 11-2 at Ryder Park in Grand Island. Luke Larson was the winning pitcher. He went 7 innings, gave up 1 run and 3 hits. He struck out 7, walked 3. David Osana had 3 base hits. Hastings is now 11-17 in the season. Same 2 teams will play on Thursday out at Duncan Field beginning at 7. In American Legion baseball action tonight, Hastings 5 Points Bank will play at Lincoln Southeast J.C. Breger beginning at 6:30. Hastings Runza will play a doubleheader against Lexington out at Duncan Field. Action gets underway at 5:30. 4 former Nebraska men's basketball players are set to take part in the 2026 NBA League in Las Vegas. The players include Reich Mast of the Indiana Pacers, Sam Hoiberg of the Phoenix Suns, Josiah Aulick of the Charlotte Hornets, and Bryce Williams of the Detroit Pistons. 3 former Huskers were in action yesterday in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. New Zealand wrapped up the first round with a 4-2 record in Group A with a 129-75 win over Guam. Ty Webster had 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals in 19 minutes of work. Australia won Group A with a perfect 6-0 record after a 92-49 win over the Philippines. Jack McVeigh totaled 3 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals in 22 minutes of action. And Japan lost to Korea 81-79, but clinched the top spot in Group B. Keisei Timidaga saw limited time off of the bench, but did not score in 5 minutes of work. And the Nebraska football team has picked up a 5', 11-inch wide receiver who was originally committed to Penn State. Khalil Taylor committed to the Nittany Lions in March of 2025, but pulled his pledge last October, days before the school fired former head coach James Franklin. That's a check on your sports headlines at 7:58 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Our summer heat continues on Tuesday with plenty of sunshine, a high around 93 degrees and southerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 70 degrees. Wednesday, a high of 95. We'll increase clouds throughout the day and have some chances for showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night. Some could be strong to severe large hail damaging winds and main threats, with the better chance to the west of the Tri-Cities. Thursday, 87, 85 Friday, and 80s and 90s the weekend.
As your wake up get going this morning, south winds at 5 miles per hour. It is sunny. It is 66 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Welch, Heinz Center Bronick, huddle up on Extreme Sports for this Tuesday. No World Cup today for you. I don't know what you're going to do now with your life.
There's 2 matches.
Oh, you're going to continue to watch. You're one of those guys that are going to continue to watch.
But what did we talk about in the first 10 minutes of the show?
I know you said...
I told people not to turn off the World Cup just because the U.S. lost. There's still great matches to be witnessed.
Argentina and Egypt today at 11.
Mo Salah versus the great Messi. This is a great matchup.
Switzerland against Colombia at 3 this afternoon.
Yeah, that one, you can find something else to do.
Go out and mow the yard.
Not this afternoon. Are you kidding me?
Pick up twigs.
97 again today.
It's going to be hot.
Jesus.
All right, so the World Cup continues. Tomorrow, we're expected to be joined by our buddy Tim Stroman.
Oh? You telling me I should clean up the studio a little bit?
Yeah, he's coming to the Western studio. He's going to hang out with us tomorrow morning.
I don't think I've cleaned it up since the last time he was here. So.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
His chair is currently buried by microphones and dirty clothes. So
yeah, he's coming off a vacation, so I'll see him here in a little bit to confirm things. But yeah, he's expected to join us tomorrow. He's got some things on his mind that he wants to talk about again.
Tim Stroman is burning.
Yeah, he hasn't been on the show for a while, so Stroman's going to be on. He's got some things about baseball he wants to talk about, and he said he's got a bunch of topics that he wants to bring up on the show.
Let's do it.
So I said...
I'll put him in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I said, we'll put you on.
Let's just let him drive.
Remember the last time he was on? You and I did not get to talk a whole lot.
No. In fact, I'm planning on just kind of giving him the headphones and letting him take over the driver's seat, and...
you're going to give him the keys to the car?
I'll come in with optional commentary as needed, but I think he can handle it.
You're going to give him the headsets? You're going to give him the keys to the car and the steering wheel?
Well, I don't have a headset splitter, so...
We'll get you handled today.
It didn't work last time we tried it.
All right, we'll get the IT guy to work on that today. Get the IT guy to work on that. Give him something to do today. Okay. Anyway, that's coming up on the show tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You can join us. If you'd like to listen to this show again, you can go to our podcast section and download the podcast on our social media sites and listen to the show at your convenience today. Again, make plans to be here again tomorrow morning at 7. Huddle up on Extreme Sports. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every weekday morning from 7 until 8 on Extreme Sports.